Thank you so much for attending my PowerPoint presentation on the best waifu of all time. Number 5, we have Hitagi Shinjigahara from Monogatari series, the staple tsundere. Rounding out the list is the legendary Shinjigahara from the Monogatari series. She holds more than 40,000 favorites, and is widely considered one of the best written female characters in fiction. She won r/anime's best character too, beating out a lot of character, which proves her fanbase is as dedicated as they come. She's the queen of sharp tongues and office supplies. The story follows Araragi, a guy who helps girls with supernatural oddities. Shinjigahara's problem? A crab god stole her weight, leaving her literally light as air. She starts the series by shoving a stapler in the protagonist's mouth, which, for some people, was apparently love at first sight. She's intense, brilliant, and incredibly complex. She calls herself a tsundere as a joke, but she is actually way more sophisticated. She is brutally honest, fiercely protective, and has some of the best dialogue in anime history. Watching her go from a closed-off, traumatized girl to a woman who is confident and deeply in love is one of the most rewarding arcs you'll ever watch. She's for the fans who like a bit of danger with their romance. She's the girl who will threaten you with a stationary set 1 minute, and then give a beautiful speech about the stars the next. Plus, the Shinjigahara iconic neck tilt? It's a culture all on its own. She's the final boss of waifus for people with refined taste. Number 4 is coming Megumin from Konosuba, the explosion enthusiast. Megumin is the chaotic energy every list needs. With more than 40,000 favorites, she is the face of the Konosuba franchise. She's a crimson demon wizard who has exactly one skill: explosion magic. She refuses to learn anything else, uses all her mana in one shot, and then collapses into a puddle on the floor. It's objectively a terrible strategy, but it's 10/10 for personality. Konosuba is a comedy isekai where a guy named Kazuma forms the most dysfunctional adventuring party in history. Megumin is the resident glass cannon. She's Chunibyu, delusional, to the max, wears an eye patch for aesthetic, and treats her staff like it's a holy relic. She's the comedy queen of the waifu world. The reason she's so beloved is that she's actually the most sane and heartfelt member of the group, which is saying a lot. Her chemistry with Kazuma is legendary. They bicker like an old married couple, and their relationship develops in a way that's surprisingly wholesome between all the explosions and yelling. She's small, she's snarky, and she's fiercely proud of her art. Just a heads up, if you take her out for a date, prepare to carry her home. She's the definition of one and done. But honestly, who can resist a girl whose life goal is to make the biggest boom possible? She's the light of the party literally, because she'll blind everyone within a 5-mile radius. Number 3, we have Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan, the loyal powerhouse. Mikasa is in a league of her own because she doesn't fit the cute girl trope. She's a literal super soldier. With over 54,000 favorites on MAL, she is the highest-ranked female character from the massive Attack on Titan franchise. While other waifus are winning hearts with smiles, Mikasa is winning them by taking down 15-meter titans with nothing but 2 swords and a don't-touch-my-Eren attitude. The synopsis is simple: humanity is trapped behind walls by man-eating giants. Mikasa is the top graduate of her military class and spends the entire series as the most reliable protector of her childhood friend, Eren Yeager. She's quiet, stoic, and carries enough trauma to fill the ocean, but her strength is unmatched. What makes her top 5 material is the contrast. Underneath those 6-pack abs and the deadly combat skills is a girl who just wants to live a quiet life and keep her red scarf wrapped tight. She represents a protector waifu, someone who will literally go to hell and back for the person she loves. There's something incredibly attractive about a woman who can carry the entire plot on her shoulders. Also, can we talk about the glow-up? From the long hair in Season 1 to the short-haired Mappa version, Mikasa just keeps getting cooler. She doesn't need to say much to be impactful. One look at her eyes, and you know either she's about to save the world or someone is about to get sliced. A true best girl who can actually defend your honor. Second place we give it to Rem from Re:Zero, the queen of devotion. If Karisu is the statistical queen, Rem is the emotional juggernaut. Despite being a supporting character, I know, don't kill me, she has more MAL favorites with more than 45,000 than the actual main heroine, Emilia. Back in 2016, she caused a literal global phenomenon. You couldn't walk into an anime convention without seeing a sea of blue maid outfits. She's the winner of r/anime's Best Girl V, and has won more popularity polls then I've had hot meals. In Re: Zero, Rem is a demon maid serving at Roswell's mansion. After a very rocky, and slightly murderous, start with the protagonist Subaru, she becomes his most loyal defender. The series is an isekai nightmare where the hero dies repeatedly, and Rem is often the only thing keeping him from losing his mind completely. Why do people love her? It's the episode 18 effect. She gave a confession speech so pure and selfless that it broke the internet. She's the Subarukuan enthusiast who is willing to fight a giant white whale or a cult of lunatics just to see him smile. She's powerful, she's sweet, and she has a Morningstar flail that she isn't afraid to use. The joke who's Rem? Still hurts to this day, but her impact is undeniable. Even though she spent a good chunk of the later stories sleeping, her fanbase never woke up from the obsession. She's the ultimate I'll stay by your side even if you choose the other girl archetype, and that kind of loyalty is basically waifu catnip. And finally, our best waifu of all time is Miki's Karisu from Steins Gate, the statistical queen. Look, if we're talking stats, Christina is essentially the final boss. As of 2026, she consistently holds the title for the #1 most favorited female character on MyAnimeList over 65,000 favorites. She didn't just win the r/anime best girl contest. She basically is the gold standard for how to write a heroine who is brilliant, sarcastic, and deeply moving all at once. The story follows a mad scientist named Okabe who accidentally discovers time travel, and Karisu is the genius neuroscientist who helps him make sense of the chaos. She starts off as this cool, composed researcher, but ends up being the emotional anchor for the entire series. It's hard not to fall for someone who can debunk your scientific theories while simultaneously being a secret anonymous Redditor. What makes her so top tier is her Kurisutina energy. She's a tsundere in the most realistic sense. She isn't just hitting people for no reason. She's just incredibly smart and has a low tolerance for Okabe's nonsense. Plus, her fashion sense with the trailing lab coat and those boots? Iconic. She's the kind of girl you want to solve world-ending paradoxes with. Seriously, if you haven't seen Steins Gate, you're missing out on the literal peak of the genre. Karisu isn't just a waifu. She's a partner in crime. Just don't call her assistant or the zombie unless you want a verbal beatdown, which, let's be honest, some fans would probably enjoy anyway. This lineup is basically a lot of characters capable of either saving your life or ruining it, and honestly, we're here for both. From Shinjigahara's legendary verbal gymnastics and Mikasa's "I'll rap that scarf forever" energy, to the heartbreaking devotion of Rem, the literal explosive personality of Megumin, and the genius-tiered tsundere vibes of Miki's Karisu, this list is an absolute powerhouse. According to a very vocal and highly cultured segment of the internet, these 5 represent the golden standard of anime greatness. It's a group that spans the spectrum from could solve world hunger with science to might accidentally blow up your house because it looked like a castle, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Now it's time for the real debate. Who is the one true waifu missing from this list, and why is your taste clearly superior to everyone else's?